The internet is full of terrifying tales, stories whispered in the digital darkness. But some stories stand out, not just for their scares, but for the chilling possibility that they might be true. Tonight, we delve into the darkest corners of the web to uncover 3 creepypastas so unsettling, so real, they'll leave you questioning everything. These are more than just stories. They're glimpses into the abyss, a glimpse into the potential for true horror in our world. In the depths of the Cold War, shrouded in secrecy, a terrifying experiment took place in a hidden Soviet bunker. 5 political prisoners, deemed enemies of the state, were chosen as test subjects in a twisted experiment designed to push the boundaries of human endurance. Their goal? To remain awake for 30 days straight. To ensure compliance, they were promised freedom if they could conquer sleep's embrace. Little did they know, their minds and bodies would become battlegrounds for something far more sinister. The experiment was not just a test of physical endurance, but a psychological trial that would push them to the brink of insanity. The scientists, driven by a thirst for knowledge and fueled by the era's paranoia, pumped an experimental gas into the sealed chamber, a stimulant designed to keep the subjects awake. At first, everything seemed to go as planned. The prisoners engaged in conversations, paced the room, their minds seemingly unaffected by the lack of sleep. But as days turned into nights, the atmosphere within the chamber began to shift. The conversations grew dark. Paranoia seeped into their whispers. The gas, once a tool, was now a tormentor, twisting their perceptions, blurring the line between reality and nightmare. The subjects began to exhibit signs of severe stress and anxiety, their once coherent thoughts turning into fragmented, incoherent ramblings. Then, the screams began. The prisoners, their minds fracturing, descended into madness. They clawed at the walls, tore at their own flesh, their cries muffled by the thick concrete walls that held them captive. The researchers, peering through the one-way glass, watched in horror as the experiment spiraled out of control. Days turned into a nightmarish blur. The prisoners, reduced to shadows of their former selves, became lost in a world of their own making, their sanity a distant memory. When the chamber was finally opened, the stench of blood and fear hit the researchers like a physical blow. The sight that greeted them was beyond comprehension, a tableau of horror that would haunt their dreams forever. The subjects, barely recognizable as human, had inflicted unimaginable horrors upon themselves and each other. The experiment, a testament to the depths of human cruelty, was quickly buried, the findings hidden away, never to see the light of day, or so they thought. Whispers of the experiment leaked out, carried on the winds of rumor and speculation. Was it a fabrication, a chilling work of fiction, or did it truly happen in the shadowy depths of a forgotten Soviet facility? The Russian sleep experiment remains a chilling reminder of the fragility of the human psyche and the terrifying potential for evil that lurks within us all. It serves as a dark tale, a cautionary story about the dangers of unchecked scientific curiosity and the lengths to which humans can go when pushed beyond their limits. Our next story takes us from the cold, sterile halls of a Soviet bunker, a place steeped in history and secrets, to the seemingly peaceful suburbs of America, where the air is filled with the scent of freshly cut grass and the sound of distant laughter. Here, in a place where children played and neighbors chatted over white picket fences, a legend was born, one that would haunt the dreams of many. A legend fueled by whispers, online forums, and a chilling image that would become synonymous with internet horror, Jeff the Killer. This image, with its haunting eyes and eerie smile, spread like wildfire across the digital landscape. Jeff was once an ordinary boy, or so the story goes, living an average life with his family. They were the picture of suburban bliss, unaware of the darkness that would soon engulf their lives. But everything changed one fateful night, forever twisting his destiny down a path of madness and murder. The tranquility of their home shattered, replaced by an unending nightmare. Some say it was a brutal attack, a group of bullies who doused him in bleach and set him ablaze, that ignited the darkness within him. The pain and suffering he endured that night were unimaginable. Others claim it was a psychotic break, a descent into madness that shattered his sanity and unleashed a monster. The once innocent boy was now a vessel for something far more sinister. Whatever the cause, Jeff emerged from the ashes, his face disfigured, his mind consumed by a bloodlust that knew no bounds. His transformation was complete, and there was no turning back. His once youthful features were twisted into a grotesque mockery of a smile, carved into his flesh to satisfy his insatiable urge to grin at his victims. This smile became his signature, a mark of his presence. The stories began to spread, whispers of a pale figure with burnt, leathery skin haunting the night, his eyes burning with an unholy light. He became a specter, a ghost story told around campfires. Parents warned their children of the boogeyman, but this was no mere monster under the bed. Jeff was a real threat, a living nightmare that could strike at any moment. Jeff, they said, would watch his victims, whispering, "Go to sleep," before ending their lives with his trademark brutality. His presence was felt even before he struck, a chilling prelude to the horror that followed. The internet became a breeding ground for his legend, each shared image, each retelling of his tale, adding fuel to the fire. Forums buzzed with speculation, and chat rooms were filled with fear and fascination. But what separates Jeff the Killer from other creepypastas is the chilling possibility that he might be more than just a figment of our collective imagination. The line between myth and reality began to blur. Over the years, there have been numerous reports, blurry photos, and eyewitness accounts that bear a striking resemblance to the legend. Unsolved murders and mysterious disappearances only added to the fear. Are these mere coincidences, hoaxes perpetuated by a society obsessed with the macabre? Or is there a darker truth lurking beneath the surface, waiting to be uncovered? Or is there something more to Jeff's story? A terrifying truth that lurks beneath the surface? The possibility that Jeff the Killer could be real sends shivers down the spine. The line between fiction and reality blurs when it comes to Jeff the Killer, leaving us to wonder if the monsters we create in our minds have a way of manifesting in the real world. Could our darkest fears take on a life of their own? Our final journey into the heart of internet horror takes us to the edge of the woods, where shadows dance and whispers linger among the trees. This is a place where reality blurs with the supernatural, and every rustle of leaves could be something far more sinister. Here, in the twilight realm between the known and the unknown, we encounter a figure that has haunted our screens and nightmares for years: Slender Man. His presence is felt even before he is seen, a chilling aura that sends shivers down the spine. He is a creature of myth and legend, a tall, unnervingly thin figure clad in a black suit, his face a blank canvas of horror. This faceless visage is what makes him so terrifying, as it leaves much to the imagination, allowing our minds to fill in the blanks with our deepest fears. He is Slender Man, and his story is one of abduction, obsession, and the terrifying power of belief. His legend has grown over the years, fueled by countless stories and sightings, each adding another layer to his dark mythos. Unlike Jeff the Killer, whose origins can be traced back to a single horrific event, Slender Man's story is a tapestry woven from countless threads of folklore, internet forums, and shared experiences. He is a collective creation, born from the fears and imaginations of many. He is a modern-day boogeyman, a creature that embodies our deepest fears and anxieties. His presence in our digital age is a testament to how folklore can evolve and adapt, taking on new forms and meanings. He is often depicted near children, his presence a silent, menacing threat, a reminder that darkness can lurk even in the most innocent of places. The idea that he preys on the young adds a layer of horror that is both primal and deeply unsettling. Some believe he is a guardian of the woods, a protector of the natural world, punishing those who dare to trespass or disrespect his domain. This interpretation paints him as a dark, avenging spirit, a force of nature that demands respect. Others see him as a malevolent entity, a collector of souls, who lures his victims into the shadows, never to be seen again. This darker view casts him as a predator, a being that feeds on fear and despair. The stories vary, but the core of Slender Man's legend remains the same. He is a creature of power, a being who can manipulate our minds, warp our perceptions, and drive us to the brink of madness. His ability to distort reality makes him an ever-present threat, lurking just beyond the edge of our understanding. What makes Slender Man so terrifying is not just his appearance or his elusive nature, but the way his story has permeated our culture. He has become a symbol of the unknown, a figure that represents the fears we cannot name. He has become a symbol of the unknown, a reminder that there are forces at play in the universe that we may never fully understand. His image is everywhere, from amateur drawings to elaborate costumes, each iteration adding to his mystique. And perhaps that is what makes him so real. The fact that he has inspired real-world actions and events blurs the line between fiction and reality, making his legend all the more potent. He is a reflection of our own fears, our own anxieties about the darkness that lurks at the edge of our vision. His faceless visage is a mirror, showing us the void within ourselves. He is a reminder that sometimes the things that scare us the most are the things we can't explain. In the end, Slender Man is a testament to the power of storytelling and the enduring nature of our deepest fears. There you have it, 3 terrifying tales that blur the line between fact and fiction. Which story kept you up at night? Which one sent shivers down your spine? Let me know in the comments below, and tell me, do you believe any of them could be real? If you enjoyed this journey into the heart of internet horror, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more creepy content. And remember, the next time you're alone in the dark, listening to the whispers in the shadows, you never know what might be listening back.